Hi, and welcome back to the Dr. Ramsey Show. I want to share something current with you. It's something I received from a colleague, Dr. Chandra Ankit. A lot of you know him. He's a wonderful medical doctor. A lot of my patients really like the care he gives compared to other types of conventional medical doctors. He's just awesome. So he sent me this article that came out from Mount Sinai in the beginning of March, having to do with Alzheimer's disease. I want to read it to you, and then I want to interject my ideas with it. It's not very long. It's just a paper written about what Mount Sinai is finding about Alzheimer's in aging women. Okay, this came out in March 2nd of 22. So Mount Sinai researchers have learned from a study with mice that increased levels of hormone production by one pituitary gland that acts on brain cells could explain the disproportionate increase in severity of Alzheimer's disease in postmenopausal women. Now, most research does start on rats. So the next thing they do is then they will start doing the same research on humans. So they saw this in rats and what it was. In this study published in Nature, the Mount Sinai team, in collaboration with researchers from Emory School of Medicine, reported that blocking the action of follicle-stimulating hormone on brain cells significantly reduced the debilitating effects of Alzheimer's disease. So FSH, follicle-stimulating hormone, is the first hormone I review with every female, no matter what her age is, the value of her FSH. So FSH plays a role in ovulation. So when we are young and we start to go through ovulation and menstruation, follicle stimulating hormone is secreted by the pituitary to communicate with the ovaries to start ovulation, therefore menstruation. So when we're young, when women are young, below 40, our FSH level is always very low, under 10. Once we start aging, that FSH is going higher and higher. It's creeping up. And the reason is when we can't secrete an egg, and we don't get the estrogen to our brain, our brain starts secreting a message saying, make more estrogen, but we can't. That's menopause. So when I give estrogen, my goal is to bring that FSH level down below 10 again when we were our healthiest, strongest, and wisest. So they're talking about follicle stimulating hormone and how suppressing it improves Alzheimer's disease. We are excited and cautiously optimistic that the molecule FSH may play a role in Alzheimer's disease, bone, obesity, etc. Based on that finding, we have developed and hope to soon test a humanized monoclonal antibody that blocks FSH and could even have enormous public health implications by potentially treating these three conditions. The three conditions being bone loss, obesity, and Alzheimer's. So instead of using estrogen or estradiol to bring down the FSH level, they're using a monoclonal antibody. Maybe this is going to work long-term, short-term, but the true cause of Alzheimer's disease is lack of estradiol. Thereby, we develop the plaque in the brain. FSH does have a role on the ovary, as we talked. Now I'm learning that the hormone FSH has an impact on brain structures itself. So now, as I am bringing my FSH levels down in women, that brain activity level is no longer there, thereby decreasing Alzheimer's disease significantly. With estradiol, in men and women, we reduce the incidence of Alzheimer's disease by 85%. It's so nice to see they're studying the role of follicle stimulating hormone. It's interesting they're using different things to suppress it, but I'm using the very most natural way we can suppress FSH, and that's by giving the hormones that protect our brain, our bones, and obesity. The cause of osteoporosis is also caused by lack of estradiol. We don't have a lack of drugs that make our bones strong. If we give our bodies the right things, we can live long without symptoms, with great vitality, and reducing the risks of aging. So thank you for listening. I thought it was very interesting. We're going to have Dr. Chandra on with us at some point. He sent me this article knowing what I do and why he refers patients to me, and I can't thank him enough. Have a good day.